Hello, Virgo, and welcome to Ascending Souls Journey. I am Lori, and here to give you the messages for the month of February, where we're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo. I hope you guys are well. We're going to look at your end, the opposing end, whatever you're dealing with, whatever comes through this reading, I'm going to relate to you. We're going to start off with a message from my Universal Oracle deck, which is all Virgos. This is going to be whatever is meant for you to hear to help you, and then we'll look at the storyline. So let's see. We have the card of disconnection. So disconnection is actually like what it looks like. I mean, it's where two people are completely separated, and for a lot of you, this is you. And I mean, quite clearly, the world has been experiencing this, and we're not looking at that because we're really looking at you. A lot of you have been disconnected, I feel, not just from you, but it's like this, it's a heart connection. So this could be a family member, and it could be romance, absolutely. It could even be a job. It's about love. It's about something you devoted your time and attention, and I heard the word affection, towards, which we do, you know, when I'm growing my plants, I'm kneading my little plants and I'm loving them and I'm singing to them, right? So we nurture things, and that's part of who you are. But when we're disconnected from our own self, we can see things in a distorted way, and that's why this card looks like that. So when I'm dealing with a person, like with I can see the soul and how much dark is on the soul versus how much light is on the soul. And that's what helps me see the true character of the person. Covert narcissists are the ones that can hide that from empaths. So if you're an empath, keep that in mind as well. But with the card of disconnection, I feel that throughout the month, you're going to be pulling that back in together. So you've been disconnected, you've been confused, you've been having a hard time. And a lot of us have. It doesn't matter who we are, doesn't matter what level of life we're in. It's been a very challenging year with the planet shifting, things moving in an invisible way around us. We feel like we're going in the opposite way, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So welcome to 2021. Now, let's take a look at the storyline. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and that is a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. And the Knight of Pentacles is talking about a very slow-moving offer, a very slow-moving opportunity, and it may very well have something to do with your family. The Ten of Pentacles, this is your finances, your foundation, your resources. This is the original birth family you came from, and this is your family as well. But this is also an opportunity that is finally going to come in, that you've been waiting a long time, maybe disconnected from, where it is a big payout. So if this is about money, seven. Now I'm seeing both 7 months and 7 years. So 7 is the key word. It is not weeks, it's 7 months or 7 years where you've been waiting for this. So it could have been held up in court. It could, you know, in a legal situation. But for a lot of you, I feel it's a job, and you're finally going to get the payday that you needed. You may have even had to wait for a payment. Okay, like you may have had to wait a year for that payment to come through. We have the Page of Cups and the Page of, or Prince of Cups. And this is an offer. This is an apology as well. If you've been disconnected from somebody, Virgo, I feel that the two of you and the other half, whether it's a person or a job, I say that for a reason because this is about a job for a lot of you. You had to go through a cycle within you. You needed to go through the disconnect in order to reconnect the right way. It's kind of like when we go through the spiritual ascension, it's like if you break a bone and the bone starts setting on its own before we get to the doctor, they have to re-break it. Ow, right? They have to re-break it because it was off. So if it's off, it will always cause pain. They have to re-break it and put it back right. So the disconnection is kind of like in that, where you needed to disconnect in order to reconnect in the right way. And when we do that, walla bang, everything starts coming in, and that's what I think is happening for you. The opposing side, okay, the opposite side, if this is you, this is a brand new offer. This is truth and communication coming into you that is going to lead you to a payout. It's going to shift your wheel. You're getting ready to turn a cycle. And for some of you, that 7 years may actually be a 7-year cycle, 7 running into 10. But this is a brand new beginning, the Ace of Swords. This is about truth. This is about clarity. This is the documentation that was needed for this payout to come through. This is getting what is actually meant for you. And for a lot of you, it's a sincere apology, whether it's from you or to you. I feel people. Virgo, I feel people are in yours, okay? It is a job for some, but I do feel people around you. So it could actually be both. You might be dealing with both experiences, because I normally don't get that. Did I drop one? I don't think so. The Ten of Pentacles. So if you look in this card, it has everything to do with your family, you and your partner, you and your personal foundation. That I feel it needed to be solidified. I don't know why I use that word, but that's what I'm hearing, solidified. Somebody may have needed to take accountability for something said or done that was very hurtful and very, like I feel this, you know, like, like whatever they said or did, it was wham, bam, you're gone, out of here. And, you know, that could be you that did that. It could even be you doing it to a job, to an offer, or just chalking up, I'm done with that opportunity. It's never coming, and now it's coming back around. But for a lot of you, this is a sincere apology, where I feel that you were dealing with somebody where there is a sense of deep healing that needed to take place. And we're going to pull your card in a sec. Deep healing that needed to take place between the two of you. Now we do have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn on the board. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Leo, Aries, and we have Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And I feel Taurus is definitely here. And there is a little lingering of Sag in here as well. You got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, and I feel this is actually in the month of January, or right when February turns from January, like right from the get-go, like on the 1st, 2nd, maybe up to the 3rd. This is something coming in from out of the blue. This is truth. This is the documentation. This is the severing of ties for some of you, but I feel like this is an actual completion that is going to fly in from out of the blue. Like, you know, like I said, I gave up on it. It's been so long. It's going to come in right from out of the blue. When we let go, when we disconnect from holding on to the thought, oh, they're coming back. Like, let's say it's a soulmate, right? And let's say it's that love relationship, right? The one that left you and you're like, oh, come back. I miss you. And when we finally say, okay, I'm done, and we literally disconnect, I don't mean we just say it. It comes from inside. And when we do that, that's when they come back around. So if we still have that, oh, I'm letting go, but are they coming? Is that them? Is that their car? That is still holding on. When we disconnect, we're focused in a different direction. We're looking in a whole new avenue of life. And that's exactly what is going to happen for you. So it's a beautiful opportunity to come back around again. Now, for some of you, this was the legal documentation that needed to be drawn up in order to get that big payout. And it may have very well been a court case, okay, where it was held up in litigation for 7 months to 7 years in that time frame. We have the card of discipline, and it is hard to focus when we are in two separate minds. Okay, we're riding on autopilot. We didn't even know we went where we went. Some people, well, even a lot of my clients right now, they're showing up in my readings in their jammies, right? So you want to make sure that through this time of change. The world changes, your own life changes, your own personal changes, that you make sure you create a routine that actually works for you. Because Virgo, you're very organized. And if you're like me, you're waking up at, like I've been up since 12:30, and it is 1:30 p.m. I've been up since 12:30 a.m. So I'm on a really weird schedule. My lights are the only lights on in the in the neighborhood, right? And I'm out here, hi, Virgo. So, you know, everybody's on a little bit of a different schedule because we can, and it's actually very accommodating for the body. But equally, they want you to make sure that you are taking care of your physical body, because your physical body is what's going to help keep your mental body going, your mental and emotional mind, your mental body going, right? And for whatever reason, I need to pull you one more card. Okay, we have the card of peace. You see this person coming in. For those of you, it's a person. Even though they look like a little stinker, and oh boy, they do. They really do, right? There's a sense of peace and harmony that is going to come from this. I really feel that this has been a very long time in the making for you guys, and you're getting ready to evolve into a whole new cycle of life where you're going to decide if you accept their apology. I feel both of you are going to apologize. You've got apologies, offers coming back and forth. So some of you might be getting more than one job offer. Absolutely, for sure. Whatever it is going to pay out with the Ten of Pentacles. Let's take a look at love. We're going to look at couples, and we'll look at singles last. I guess I should have announced that in the beginning. Codependency. Now that makes sense, right? With the discord, with the separation that I'm talking about. If you, Virgo, are in a relationship where you've been separated, where there was a disconnect, whether you're under the same roof or not, the disconnect happens in here. If you were in that period of disconnect with somebody, it may have very well been an overgiving, overtaking, a toxic kind of, well, let's just say unhealthy relationship. Maybe one was a lot more immature than the other one. So there's an age difference, There were differences. All right, now let's take a look and see. With codependency, that doesn't mean it's not fixable. Now that you're aware of it, you can fix anything, right? It's just seeing it. Singles, we've got the card of deception. So for some of you, this is somebody coming back in who may have deceived you in the past. But again, this is to complete your cycle, Virgo. This is a conversation. This is an apology that you deserve, and you need to get it. You do what is right for you. Follow your gut, because if this is somebody that hurt you, only you know what's on the other side of the door. But for the majority of you in this group, this is an apology. This is an explanation. This is a bit of truth that has been keeping you held back in your life, and it's time for you to get up and move forward. And the only way to do that is to get this information, to get this contract, whatever it is, done. But with this card is like, once you let go of that and you come back, your minds connect again, and now it's based on, my boundaries are set because I set them, and they're set in my way for every single person. I have value in every single person I work with. I'm in a relationship. It doesn't matter who they are, is going to show me that they see I have value. And not that you think you're better than everybody else. We have to earn respect from people. But I see that you understand the healthy side of that, where maybe before you, the other person, whatever it wasn't working. Okay. So you're getting ready to go full circle with the month of February. It's going to be a really amazing month. Now, 1 year ago, I started out, well, in March, I said duck, dodge, and dance. And that is going to be for every single zodiac sign. So I hope you guys have an amazing month. Happy birthday again. If you'd like a reading, they are open now. And much love.